Now, I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy names which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in the Padma Purana. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in questions to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete attachment in, to not have complete faith in chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema.
The are so talented.
Once again, dear devotees, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined?
हरे कृष्ण सुंदरांगी राधा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीति दासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call every day and giving your sweet association to us. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandot Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvind Das Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhu, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Happy Bhadra Purnima to everyone, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for all your wonderful services and welcome to the call. Happy Bhadra Purnima, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundrangi Radha Mataji, or Guru Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaji. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Dal. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari. Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your association to us. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Dev. This is Bhavamaya Devi Dasi in Atlanta. Dandavat Pranam. Once again.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving your association to us. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
There, I'm sorry, I was sharing the
Yes,
link and I
Mataji, actually,
did not see the screen. Sorry.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Hare. Today we are so fortunate to have His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 8th chapter, 22 to 23 verses. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhu, for giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Mataji, shall we read introduction or?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead and read.
No need,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, before hand.
Okay,
Let's
Prabhuji.
start the class directly.
We can skip it.
Yeah.
Over to you, Prabhu. Whenever ready, please take over the call. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Correct. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 8, The Churning of Milk Ocean, text 22 and 23. क्वचिच्चिरायुर्न हि शीलमङ्गलं क्वचित्तदपि अस्ति न वेद्यमायुषः यत्रोभयं कुत्रचित्सोऽमङ्गलः सुमङ्गलः कश्चित् न काङ्क्षस्ते हि नामा. Word to word translation. Someone, Chira Ayuhu, has a long duration of life. Na, not, he indeed. Sheela Mangalam, good behavior or auspiciousness. Kvachit, someone. Tat api, although possessing good behavior. Asti is, na, not. Vedyam Ayushaha, aware of the duration of life. Yatra Ubhayam, if there are both behavior and auspiciousness. Kutra, somewhere, cha, saha, that person, api, although, amangalam, a little inauspicious in some other details. Sumangalaha, auspiciousness in every respect. Kaschit, someone, not. Kankshate, desires, he indeed, mam, me. So it is said, someone may have longevity but not have auspiciousness or good behavior. Someone may have auspiciousness and good behavior, but the duration of life is fixed. Although such demigods as Lord Shiva have eternal life, they have inauspicious habits like living in crematoriums. And if others are well qualified in all respects, they are not devotees of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Evam Dirmrshaya Sadgunair Vayam Nijaikashraya Taya Gunashrayam Vivare Varam Sarva Gunairapekshitam Rama Mukundam Nirapeksham Ipsitam. Evam, in this way, Vimarsha, after fully deliberating, Avyabhrichari Sat Gunaihi, with extraordinary transcendental qualities, Varam, superior, Nija Eka Ashritya, because of possessing all good qualities without depending on others. Aguna Ashrayam, the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. Vavare accepted Varam as a bridegroom. Sarva Gunaihi, with all transcendental qualities. Apekshitam, qualified. Rama, the goddess of fortune. Mukundam, unto Mukunda. Nirapeksham, although he did not wait for her, Ipsitam, the most desirable. Translation. Sukadeva Goswami continued. In this way, after full deliberation, the goddesses of fortune accepted Mukunda as her husband because although he is independent and not in want of her, he possesses all transcendental qualities and mystic powers and is therefore the most desirable. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Mukunda is self-sufficient. Since he is fully independent, he was not in want of the support of association of Lakshmi Devi. Nonetheless, Lakshmi Devi, the goddesses of fortune, accepts him as her husband. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha श्रीचैतन्यामनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा I'm very grateful for this opportunity to speak on, getting opportunity to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam. And this is very interesting section because it is establishing Narayana as the supreme person compared to other great personalities. Because here we are seeing that how so many great personalities are present at this conference of the
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I can see some blank screen instead of your
oh, now
Bhagavatam. Yes, now it's good. Now it's good. Still, there are some blank spaces. I don't know why it's appearing.
I'll share again.
Now, good Prabhuji.
Okay. So here the most important thing is how Supreme Lord is established over other personalities. And this is directly by Lakshmi Devi herself. So she is trying to help all of us understand whom should we accept as Pati. So he is the Supreme Lord. In this creation, everybody is Prakriti only. Only there is one Purusha, that is Krishna, and remaining all personalities, they are under him. And we should all get attracted to him. That is the most important thing. And to get attracted, we need to appreciate the quality of that person. And Krishna has all the best qualities that are possible. And Narayana also has, but more important for us is Krishna. But here we see even Narayana is also perfect human being. You cannot find any flaw in terms of his look, the way he has his body. Like nowadays people want to make their body look very beautiful, handsome, especially male. They have six packs and other things. They go to gym. They try to look very handsome and attractive. But still there will be flaws. And for human beings, it is very dirty bodies because we have all sorts of bad substance coming from our body. So we are not perfect. Demigods, they are much better than us because they have much better bodies. But even they have imperfections. So all the imperfections that are there in any living entity that are mentioned by Lakshmi Devi. So in the previous verses also we can hear all the list she gives about different personalities. So she tells that someone may possess full knowledge of religion but still not be kind to all living entities. In somewhere humans are demigods, there may be renunciation, but that is not the cause of liberation. Somebody has great power yet unable to check the power of eternal time. That means they are going to die. And someone else are renounced, uh, have renounced attachment to material world, yet he cannot be compared with Supreme Lord. And no one is completely free from the influence of modes of material nature. So like that. And like some personalities like Shiva and all, they are free from the influence of modes, but their behavior is not auspicious because they live in crematorium, they wear the garland of skulls and other things. And that is what she is telling. And some demigods, uh, they they have auspiciousness, good behavior, but the duration of life is not fixed, like Brahma and all. And even Shiva is also not fit here. And even if others are well qualified in all respects, they are not devotees of Lord. And there are great personalities like Bhrigu, and there are great personalities like Kumaras. There are so many different personalities like Vyasadeva and all. So here, of course, not Vyasadeva, but other great personalities. So they may be there, but they are not handsome. So many things are there. So it is actually very good to meditate on this, because even Rukmini Devi, when Krishna was trying to make fun with her, and he started glorifying other kings, other great personalities, says, why you should have married Shishupal, he was very powerful, you should have married some other king. I am just a cowherd boy. I know I ran away from the village. I was as soon as I was born, I was hiding in some village, and I never conquered anything. I am just serving under Ugrasen Maharaj. I am not even a king. So many such statements he makes. And Rukmini Devi also contracts. She says, yes, whatever you are telling is right. Then she gives a different meaning, that establishing that how Krishna is the real supreme person. And we here, everybody is trying to become Purusha, even female and male. And they are also trying to imitate man in terms of dress, behavior, and everything. But ultimately, the tendency is Purusha Bhava, trying to lord it over material nature. But as long as we have that nature, we continue to remain in this material world. But if we start understanding that I am not Purusha, if we get this identity, then it is very auspicious for a living entity. And he will not want have any attraction of this material world. The renunciation comes automatically. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janati Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yadahetukam. So this detachment is natural if we understand our identity. Like yesterday I was meeting one boy. He is working in a corporate. He said, Prabhuji, I purchased telescope. He's not chanting devotee, he's favorable. So he was driving me to some place. So he said, Prabhuji, I purchased a telescope. And then I went to Ladakh. In India, we have this Ladakh place, and that is the best place to watch with telescope. And then he said that I was watching in the telescope all the galaxies and nebulae and this, that, and he started describing. Then he said, Prabhuji, after seeing that, now I become very humble. And even in office also, if something here, there happens, and they fight for some trivial things, I immediately remember this creation, what I am seeing, and I don't want to fight because I feel very humble. because such a huge creation, such a big thing, that makes me feel that I am very insignificant. That is very important for us. If we know we are very insignificant, we don't want to lord it over material nature. We want to serve. We will be very happy whatever quota is given to us. Ishavashamidam punyam. Sorry, Ishavashamidam sarvam. Yatkinchit jagatyam jagattena tektvena bunjita. We just take our quota and be happy because we are so small. And why I should become something else? So everything is coming from the Lord. So it's very auspicious for us if we know how small we are. And here we see that this pastime will help us. Arey, nobody will match with Krishna. Nobody will match with Narayana. Everybody is very, very insignificant in this creation. How can somebody be completely perfect? And this is the reason people are unhappy here. What happens is when a boy meets a girl for the first time, and the girl thinks, oh, this is Krishna only. And I am searching for him for many lifetimes, and at last I got him. And she finds all good qualities in him. And when a boy meets a girl, he thinks maybe this must be Srimati Radharani, and all good qualities are there. So they get attracted to each other. Why they are getting attracted to each other? Because they are seeing something good. And other people, they'll say, what is so good about this fellow? How she is attracted to him, or how he is attracted to her, we will not understand. But somehow the illusory energy is created in such a way, they get attracted to each other. And then what happens once they get married, and then everything will, all the illusion goes away. But that is needed for creation to continue. But in reality, if any woman really is very sincere, she will not find, except for Krishna, nobody is qualified only. She very clearly understands this. That's why Rukmini also, Devi also says this. There is intelligent woman cannot accept anyone. She will only accept Krishna. Of course, that is true also for everyone. For us also, we will accept only Krishna. Men also will accept, okay, there is nobody who will satisfy me. See, some requirement is there for our psychophysical nature. That's why we have to accept some relationship here. But in reality, that is not going to satisfy. People have to marry here because there is some need to just to keep the mind calm. Psychophysical nature is there. You should feel that I am with a woman or I am with a man, and that for that need we have to do. But ultimately, that is not going to make any difference in life. The real heart satisfaction comes if we get a real hero. Why people watch movies? Because they want to see somebody ideal. And in movies, what they show, they will bring a person, try to put all good qualities in him, try to put all the opulences of Krishna in him in terms of his strength. He's very strong, he's very smart, he's very intelligent, he's very, in all good qualities. And in the girl also, they bring as a heroine, and they try to put all the qualities in him. What we are attracted in that person is very kind person or a smart person, but ultimately we want to have a perfect person. Unfortunately, in real life, they are not perfect. There must be in 60 age, they will put him, and make him look like 20 years old. And people believe it. Actually, they know he's 60 years old, but why they want it? They want some perfect thing. And that is actually everybody is aspiring. But unfortunately, they are looking in a wrong place. Only people are watching movies and things to get a perfect person whom they can give heart. Unfortunately, what they are doing, they are giving heart to these personalities who are illusory personalities. They don't exist in the real life. And nowadays they have this what do you say, all these cartoon personalities, He-Man, She-Man, Batman, whatever man. So there are so many different personalities. And what is the Avengers? Yeah, I saw the name. So Avengers. I didn't see Avengers, don't worry. I'm just telling the name Avengers because children are there. So I was thinking, array, at least you had previously human beings. Now you don't want even human beings also because they are tired. They want some perfection and they want to get attracted. They want to give their heart. See, ultimately, why we are looking that we want to give our heart to somebody who is qualified to take it. But unfortunately, nobody is qualified in this world to accept our heart and to keep it very safe. Because what happens in this world is if you give heart, it only breaks. Because that person who we give heart is not qualified to take it. Even though he may be very good person, he is doing all things possible, but he will have limitations. He cannot do everything possible. Even he want with all good intentions, the partner may try his best to help the other person, but still it will not happen. Like I was seeing for a few cases recently. I know person who's very nice and everything nice, but he has limitations. And ultimate limitation is what? Death. Because most of the people, whatever I went, what they cry when the partner dies, they cry, you cheated me. I was thinking, why this fellow is crying, cheated me? This fellow was very nice and he was doing all good things. And why this woman is crying for her husband, you cheated me, you cheated me. Why she felt cheated? Because he has limitation. He cannot control his time. Time came, he has to live. So she gave her heart to a person who cannot stay only here. So she felt cheated. And some cases I saw, one Mataji, she was telling that, Prabhuji, I wasted my 30 years of life. 33 years. I married this person, but this person turned out to be very bad. And 33 years I wasted for this person. I was thinking what type of heartbreak that must be. Means he didn't do anything wrong in terms of character and all, but he did some other things related to career and other things. Very character was not a problem, but still she felt cheated. Can you imagine you are giving more important part of your life and that person is not qualified for it? What a great tragedy that must be. And that is the reason people nowadays they are really afraid to even go into relationships because it has become too difficult. Previously, at least people were following dharma and there was some chastity and other things. But nowadays that is not there also because there was something higher which they aimed. That's why they maintained relationships. Even though they know that this person is not qualified, like we see the stories of the chaste women. Now, I think one of the chaste women, she was serving he was having leprosy. And this fellow, she used to take him to the river and bathe him every day. And one day he saw a prostitute. And then after coming home, he was looking very sad. She asked, what is the problem? He said, he's a Brahmani lady. And he was very sinful. And because of which he got leprosy. And then he says, I want to enjoy the prostitute. Her name is Lakshahira. The cost, the payment to her to stay with her is so expensive. And he says, okay, I will. She goes to her house and serves him. Serves the, she actually cleans in front of the house and doing all these things. And then the prostitute, she becomes very pleased and says, okay, what do you want? He says, can you spend one night with my husband? It's okay, bring. So she was dragging her husband in a basket because he cannot walk. He is very completely crippled. And then Markandeya Rishi sees, and because it was dark, it hits him while dragging. And he understood the scene and he cursed. This fellow is so sinful, he's so lusty, he cannot see next day sun. And then she says, okay, if he cannot see sun, let there be no sun. And then immediately, then sun stops. Then Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva comes, pacify and everything. Now the point is how they are able to give heart. They are giving their heart now to the principle they are giving. That's why they are very powerful. Even Gandhari and all, they are giving their heart to Shastra, the principle of chastity. So now it is not possible like that. Unfortunately, the state in which we are, the time in which we are staying. Only thing, the safest thing, give our heart to Krishna, who can properly hold it, and that is by chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the only thing that can protect us, save us is if we can give our heart to Krishna. He is qualified for it and he can handle also that. And we have to do other things as dharma. One time what happens when king was because the principle I'm just want to tell that previously it was possible to follow that dharma. Now it is not possible. I will tell the reason. I will tell what was the dharma, that means how it was very powerful personality. So one time what happens is one king, he comes home from a war and then he tells that, Are, I saw a special incident today. One person died and his wife, she was so chaste that she entered into she sat on the fire and she burnt herself. She went into Sati. So I saw the incident of Sati in front of my eyes. I was very impressed. The queen said, she's not such a chaste lady because as soon as she hears the death of her husband, she should leave her body. Then only you can call her chaste. Otherwise not chaste. The king was impressed. He said, okay. And then she understood, now this fellow is going to test me one day for this. And then she understood that king may sometime test me. So what should I do? Then she goes to her guru, and she asks, I made such statement and I know for sure that king is going to test me one day. Then the guru said, don't worry, I'll give you a plant. You give a small plant, you put it in your garden, and if you get a news that the king left his body, you go and ask this tree. If the leaves get dried, then you know that the king is alive, and if it is fresh, king is alive. If they get dried, the king dies, like that. So time passes, and after 3 years, the king was having back of this mind that she told like this. So one time he goes for a war, and then he tells one of the soldiers, he gives his sword and his mukut, and he says, go and inform the queen that I am dead. Poor soldier, he didn't have options, so he goes and informs the queen, my dear queen, this is the news. Our king has left his body. This is a sword and this is the helmet. So now the queen, she wanted to confirm. So she goes to the tree and asks. The tree, it is fresh. She understood the king is alive. But now the point is, she already told that if you hear only, you should leave the body. And she didn't have option. Means she thought, okay, I will leave my body, because even though it is lie, I will leave body because I heard the news. So she leaves her body. She immediately releases fire from her body, burns and leaves. And then king comes, he sees the situation, he becomes very sad. And king comes to know that queen knows that he is not dead, he is alive. Now you may see, it's look at tragic story, Array, she knows and she died. What is so big thing, No, the point here is she attains a higher destinations because she lived like that and she followed it. And the king, after that, he takes to renunciation because he got detached. Ultimately, it is not how nicely we have relations in this world. Ultimately, important is how we are able to give up this world. Relations in this world, anyway, they are going to go. You go today or tomorrow, don't expect that we can permanently stay here. It is going to go only. Either you give voluntarily up or you give it by force. So here, what Lakshmi is telling, don't develop any relation, means permanently here, it's not going to work. Permanent relation is with Krishna only, because he's a perfect person, we all can serve him. So the queen, because the principle is very high, now how many women can really bring fire from their body and burn themselves? They cannot do, but she is very powerful. She could do it. How did she get that power? Because of her chastity. So the point is, their chastity is for dharma. They said this is the principle, we'll follow. And because they are following so strictly, they were so powerful personalities. And then we see Sati also. When Shiva was insulted, she said, okay, Daksha, I can kill you, but people will say Shiva used his wife to kill his father-in-law. So I don't want to get that blemish for my husband. I will just leave my body. And she lives. So in this world, no matter whatever relationship, at that high level also, there are problems. See, Sati's situation is quite very tragic. Her father is Daksha, grandfather is Brahma, husband is Shiva. Still family problems are there. That means no perfection only in this world. No matter whichever family, whatever husband, whatever father, whatever grandfather, no, we cannot expect only any perfection. There will be flaws. And because of which there is a problem. But flawlessness is possible only with Krishna. Only in the spiritual world, only with Narayana. And because Lakshmi Devi is so qualified, she's such a perfect person, she also needs somebody perfect. So Lakshmi can be satisfied only at the lotus feet of Narayana. That's why she is Chanchala. She only goes from one person to another person, and nobody can have anything permanently. Even big personalities or when big business people and all, they lose Lakshmi, they gain, they lose. Why? Because it's not that they stop working, everything will remain. No, once you stop, Lakshmi says, I don't like anybody here. So no matter how much smart a person is, Lakshmi won't stay. You may be president of a country or a big, most smartest businessman also. You cannot expect that she will stay with you for a long time. It's not just Lakshmi. There are so many other Dhana Lakshmi, Dhane Lakshmi, Vijaya Lakshmi, Veera Lakshmi, Santa. There are so many aspects of Lakshmi. You may have some digits in the account, but you may not have peace. You may not have children. You may not have good wife. You may not have good house. Means the prosperity in the house in terms of other aspects, they may not be possible to have. Some things of Lakshmi, some aspects may be there, but not all. That is also there. Like Rockefellers, he was one of the richest persons in the world when he was there. He was having all the oil companies and everything. He was the person who started all this oil business and all. But his health was too bad. So that opulence is not there for him. So it's not just opulence in terms of money. So some may be very opulent, but they may not be famous, or they may be infamous also, like that. So Lakshmi don't like anyone. She don't stay with. She will become peaceful only at the lotus feet of Krishna. And interestingly, Krishna don't need. Here we all need opulences. We say, Are Prabhuji, acha, like good name should be there, good prosperity should be there, good house should be there, something. We are all aspiring. She is not interested. And Narayana don't want because he's Atma Rama, Apta Kama, everything is fulfilled for him. He don't have, he's completely satisfied. And Lakshmi is waiting for his attention at his lotus feet. She becomes peaceful only at his lotus feet. That's why she is sitting at his lotus feet and massaging it. Because she feels shelter there. Because she knows this person is perfect. He don't need anything. Here, everybody is aspiring for some things, and whoever is meditating on the lotus feet of Krishna, he can be peaceful. Otherwise, here it's not possible. And here to give and take, like there is a saying, इश्क ने हमें नालायक बनाया, ऐसे तो हम काम के थे. It is said that love made me useless fellow. As such, I was very qualified. So here people are loving, which is not actually uh, not correct thing to love in this world. I don't want to give any detachment class, but I want to tell the reality of this world. You will say, you called Prabhuji and he's speaking on detachment. No. I want to tell that whom should we give our heart? And that is what Lakshmi Devi is teaching. She's telling, don't give heart to any of this. See, one is to have affection, one is to have attachment. We should be affectionate, but attachment that causes pain. What happens is anything that gives pleasure, we become attached to it. That is the mistake we do. We experience some pleasure in some relationship and all. we immediately try to become attached to that pleasure, and that causes pain. Attachment is cause of pain all the time. We should not have attachment. We can have affection. And that comes only with bhakti. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayoja Dhanati Asu Vairagya. So the Vairagya is not that they don't have affection. They're very affectionate. But they're detached also. Like Kunti Devi, very affectionate to Pandavas, her own children. But she's very detached lady. That is, no, that's why she is praying to Krishna also. Okay, no, that. Dhridam Pandishu Vishnushu. So she is telling, cut, shiver my attachment to Pandus and Vrishni. Very detachment. So here the point is Lakshmi Devi is giving the standard for us. This is what you have to look for. If you look for anything less than this, it won't work. Or a devotee of the Lord. So if we are not having Lord, at least go for a devotee of Lord and together we can serve the Lord. That is the criteria. No, if we are devotee, both of us, we can serve Krishna, knowing that he is the master and we are his only servants. And then we are eligible for spiritual world, because there everybody is going for perfection. That is actually sincerity. Sincerity means to know what is right and do it. Here, people, they don't want even know what is right. They are not searching for what is right. They are not searching for what is the truth. If you don't search, then how can you know, and how will you know what is right? People are doing whatever they feel good they are doing, but that is not actually sincerity. People in this world, they are not sincere. They say why people are unhappy, because they are not sincere. They are not trying what is right. We are going and telling them, okay, chant Hare Krishna, you'll be happy, and Krishna is there, Shastra is there. They are not interested. That means where is sincerity? So this is the problem with people in this world. Sincere people, that's why where this devotees are called very sincere. Sincere in the sense they're trying for the truth. They're searching in right direction. Not everybody is searching. They are interested in sense gratification. So they cheat themselves. Whom they are cheating? They are not cheating anyone. They are cheating themselves only. In this world, nobody can cheat anyone. We are only getting our own reactions. If I feel, oh, this person cheated me, no, you are cheating yourself. That is the reaction of whomever you cheated in the past. That's all. So this is actually the truth. And wherever we are searching for truth. Krishna is ready to help. And this is very nice, one of the most beautiful way of telling. Lakshmi Ji is appearing. Of course, she is eternal associate of Lord. It is Annamacharya sings. No, Somunito Buttuvata Shumpukalalake Marudu. He says that you are the you are born along with moon god. So you have such beauty like moon. So Tobuttu means you are born along with moon god. So that's how Annamacharya is glorifying. But she is an eternal associate. That time, in this past time, she comes and joins the Lord. But otherwise, she is always there with the Lord and enjoying the pastimes. Not everybody is and today it is also full moon day, and we have full Chandra Grahana. And this is the day Lord Chaitanya appeared, on full moon day and Chandra Grahana, but in the month of March. And today also it came. So here Lord Chaitanya is appearing, very auspicious and no flaws. And this is what do you say? Vallabhacharya sings Madhuram Madhur. Sorry, he says Adharam Madhuram. So in that he says everything is Madhura for Krishna. So everything is perfect. So this is what attracts, and he knows all the things that attract Srimati Radharani. So what happens is Radharani looks at Krishna and she starts loving him. Then Krishna thinks, how she's loving me so much. I must be qualified for her love. She gets so much love. And Krishna thinks I should be qualified for her love. And to be qualified for her love, he thinks I should increase my qualities. So he develops more and more wonderful qualities. And seeing Krishna's wonderful qualities, Radharani starts loving Krishna more. And then Krishna says, oh, she loves me more. Let me increase my qualities. And he start increasing qualities. And Radharani loves more. So the competition between Radha and Krishna goes eternally like that. So Krishna is becoming more and more attractive and Radharani is loving more and more Krishna. So this is the competition that happens in spiritual world. And nobody can match with Krishna. So for us, it is easy. No? See what happens in this world. Most of the people, they want to impress. They want to impress women. All the men are working very hard. I know they do so many different things. I know they do weightlifting. They can lift 300 kgs or whatever at a time. But you cannot impress like what Krishna impressed. Krishna can impress in one shot. He lifts Govardhan Hill. And array, what is a competition? We cannot compete only with Krishna. So what happened is Krishna was always going to the forest and he was killing so many demons. And the cowherd boyhead, they used to come to Vrindavan, they used to tell, oh, Krishna did this, Krishna did that. And everybody was hearing, all the young girls of Vrindavan, the shepherd girls, they were hearing about Krishna and they were getting attracted to him. But they never saw Krishna doing anything. So Krishna thought, yeah, it's not fair. I should do something. And then Krishna wanted to attract all the girls of Vrindavan. So what he did, he performed Kaliya Leela. So in this world, especially in Indian movies, hero want to attract heroine. Then what is the sequence they do? The hero will, previously it was there, I don't know what is the sequence now, but it's all bogus sequence, whatever is there. The sequence is hero will dance, hero will sing, and the heroine will get attracted to him. And he will do some very wonderful, adventurous feats. And Krishna, he performed his Kaliya Leela. And Krishna enters into Kaliya waters and Kaliya comes out snake. And Krishna, he started dancing on Kaliya. And such a difficult performance. When Lord Shiva comes there, hearing all the kettle drums, all the music, and Shiva becomes ashamed. Shiva is considered Nataraj. He does beautiful dancing. And Krishna was dancing on a stage which is not even, it's not a proper stage. It's a slippery head, hoofs of a powerful snake. And that too in water. They're much more slippery. And then not only Krishna dancing, he was with one hand playing the flute also. With music, he was dancing. And it was so amazing. All the Gandharvas, Apsaras who are singers and dancers, they were like, stunned. Even Lord Shiva is becoming ashamed. And when the girls of Vrindavan saw, they completely got him. They all said, what a smart boy. They all gave their heart to Krishna. And it was a safe thing to give. He is able to handle it. Krishna is called Rasaraj. He is the only person who can enjoy all rasas. Nobody can enjoy. And not only that, he can satisfy everybody to fullest extent. See, now even I have some relationships in this world. My friends may be satisfied with me, but not all. And that too completely. My parents I can satisfy, but not completely. And then whatever relations we have, husband, wife and all, we cannot make them completely satisfied. Only person who can satisfy is Krishna. He can satisfy them fullest extent and all the time. He gives that guarantee. So that's why he's called Rasraj. He can enjoy all rasas to fullest extent. And Krishna is actually defined as Rasovai Saha. Rasam hi vayam labdhanandam bhavati. This is the Taittiriya Upanishad. So the absolute truth, the original truth for which we all have to search, is defined as raso vaisaha, is made of rasa, is made of all these relations and emotions. And he want that relations, that we establish relation with him. That is actually the requirement for Lord and for all of us also. But we are searching in a wrong place. That's the only thing. And with wrong people, in wrong ways, all these nowadays entertainment here, there, we are trying to get some heroes. But unfortunately, nobody is a hero here. They're all imitations. They cannot even match with anything. So when the gopis saw Krishna dancing in such a way, it was like they were so impressed, and they gave their heart, and Krishna took it and he safely kept. Of course, he left Vrindavan, but still, we may say, how did he do? He was so harsh. He left Vrindavan. Gopis gave everything to them, and that to such a extreme degree. They left their families and husbands, children, everything there. And Krishna left. No, 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 no. He is showing, he is making them get attracted to him to a very greater degree. That's why he left. So that we will understand only when we read Brihat Bhagavatam, the more detailed. I will not take that section. Can keep it. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to tell the same thing, that don't waste your heart here there. If you have it, the safest place is Krishna. But you say, what is this? You are only telling Ashlishtava Padaratam Pinashtuma Madarshana Marmahatam Karotava Yatha Tatava Vidada Tulam Pato Mat Prananatastu Saeva Naparaha. He says, Krishna, you may break my heart, you may embrace me, you may trample me, but you are my master. That is actually how much a person can love Krishna. It is said that we in Sikshashtami says, that Sthita dhuli sadrisham vichintaya. Let me become a particle of dust at your lotus feet. That means you are considering that person such a great person that to become a particle of dust at his lotus feet is also considered a great opulence. And means I am so insignificant. He's such a great person. You are getting so much attracted to Krishna. So this is actually what we should feel for Krishna. Krishna is so wonderful, so amazing, so many qualities. That is not knowledge is what is going to help us to develop. So why we have to read all these things? To know how special Krishna is, how great Krishna is, how wonderful Krishna is, how sweet Krishna is, how merciful. And now that is what will make us slowly come out of this. See, Krishna is ready to give us. Unfortunately, we go to Krishna and we ask many other things. We don't ask, I want you, Krishna. And Krishna also is waiting. When this fellow will ask, I want you, Krishna. I want you, Krishna. So, uh, like there was one story in South India. So what happens is when cowherd, so some simple person was there. So from childhood he got attracted to the Lord. So he went to one sadhu. Sadhu said, okay, he told two mantras. He said that you should know that you are for Krishna and Krishna is for you. He said, okay. Another is, if somebody asks, what about this? You tell, everything my Krishna will take care. Everything Krishna knows. If somebody asks you what this, I don't know anything. Only Krishna knows. Whatever, only Krishna knows about it. So one time what happens is like that, he became little grown, but he was so much devoted and he was having so much feeling for the Lord. And one time, the parents want him to get married, and they got him married, but they had to take loan because they were very poor. So they went to the village businessman and they asked for a loan. He gave it. So this poor fellow, he worked very hard and collected all the money and he paid the loan. And then that person understood that he is illiterate. So the businessman, the lender, he wanted to cheat. So he did not give him proper receipt that, okay, you paid back. and he gave something dummy, and then he sent him. After few days, he called for a he called he filed a complaint that this fellow did not pay my debt. So then he was brought there, and he said, then the judge was there. He was asked, okay, did you pay? He said, yeah, I paid. The Shaukat said, no, I didn't pay. Then who will know? He said that, oh, my Lord Khana will know everything, he only knows. Gopal, he called him Gopal. Gopal only knows everything. Where is Gopal? He is with me. And where are you? I am with him. So judge understood that this person is very simple. But anyway, because he said Gopal is with me that time, so judge says, okay, let us summon Gopal. He should come and give witness. He said, okay. So they went around the village. There was a announcement made. Wherever is Gopal, he should come on this particular day to give the, witness. So they went to temple also. And in front of temple also, they gave the announcement. And the pujari understood, Arey, he is actually nice devotee. So he went to the Lord, he dressed him nicely and said, my dear Lord, this is, and on that day you should go and you should give witness. So then the judgment day comes, and they call for the Gopal. So Lord comes as a old person. And then he says, yeah, I am his Gopal. Then the judge asks, okay, are you witness? That time it was there? He says it was there. He says, now also it is there in the locker of that, the original document where he signed and all, it is there in the locker of this businessman. You can go and check. So now the businessman is here, you send the servants, soldiers, and you get it. So they go, they hold the businessman here and they send the soldiers. They go and check his locker, they find the original. They said, okay. And they understood that he cheated, and then he goes back. So now what happened? This judge, he comes back home and he starts crying. He was crying, crying, crying. And his family members asked, why are you crying? He said, Arey, Lord came as a judge, Lord came as a witness. They are crying, oh, you are unhappy that you saw, and then he left. You are unhappy that you saw him and then he left. That's why you are unhappy for that. Judge says, no, I am not unhappy for that. I am unhappy because I know he was Lord. Because judge also understood he is a great devotee. He is calling the Lord only. I know he was the Lord, but I didn't stand in front of him. I was still sitting knowing that he is the Lord who came for the witness. So after that, he left home, went to Vrindavan, and he started serving in Vrindavan. And he was not going for taking darshan of Lord. Whenever the temple closes, then he used to go to temple and then he used to clean everything. They said, why are you not coming for darshan? He said, no, I am an offender. I sat in front of Lord. When Lord came, I didn't stand. And now also they call that time, now he is not there. So they used to call him Judge Sahib. In Vrindavan, he is a devotee. His name is called Judge Sahib. He was a judge actually. So, but he became a devotee because he saw the Lord, his heart changed. So the point is that we have to develop that relation with the Lord, and Lord is ready to reciprocate, show his mercy, and he's ready to keep. Why we are so unhappy in this world is our heart broke many times. And now to trust anyone and to believe anyone is very difficult. But Krishna is there to give that support, help. Even for Krishna also people don't believe. He says, my God, how can I take risk? No, no, we can take full risk for Krishna. Not on my guarantee, Shastra's guarantee and Acharya's and other great Vaishnavas guarantee. He said, I have now come to your shelter and I have bet everything at your shelter. Now let me check what will happen and everything will happen fine. So one time, one sadhu was going the hill, they were climbing the stairs of Barsana temple. So what happened? One elderly lady was coming down. So he was trying to give her way because this narrow path actually while going, if you have gone, initially it is narrow. In the top it is wide, but initially narrow. So he was going left. He was. Sometimes happen. You get confused. You go left. They are also coming left. You are coming right. They are also coming right. So it happened 1-2 times. Then she says, Baba, just hold on to one path. Why are you going here and there? And this he took as the instruction of his life. Why am I going here and there? Why can't I hold one path? The one path is the lotus feet of Krishna. So we need not go here, there, everywhere. Just as what Lakshmi Joy is telling, just hold on to Mukunda, and which is the most auspicious thing and safest thing for all of us. So here she is saying that no, in this way, after full deliberation, the goddesses of fortune accepted Mukunda as her husband because although he is independent and not in want of her, he possesses all transcendental qualities and mystic powers and is therefore the most desirable one. Because he knows everything, he can do everything, and whatever we want, everything will be fulfilled with Krishna. Not possible with anybody and everyone. So this is the important lesson from this pastime in the very most interesting, even though it is few shlokas, but very sweet way of Lakshmi accepting Narayana is such a sweet thing. They are the original mother and father. Ishanam Jagadosya Venkatapater Vishnor Param Preyasim Tadvakshasala Nityavasara Shikam Tatshanti Sambattinim Padmalankrita Pani Pallayugam Padmasanastankritam Vatsalyad Gunojwalam Bhagavatim Vande Jagan Mataram. So she is the Jagan Mata. She is the original mother of the creation and she is showing by her example. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Any comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. What a beautiful class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. You stuck us to the computers. I mean, I was not able to move from here. Such a beautiful class, Prabhuji. You said it's not a detachment class, but after listening to your class, I know everybody will get detached to their husband and wives. You gave us so much, so many examples how everything is false except Krishna. We cannot give heart to anyone. Only Krishna is a right person to give the heart. Thank you, Prabhuji. So many stories and so many examples. I don't have any question. Thank you for your sweet association, Prabhuji. Very, very, very beautiful class. Very grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
So you are
Shivam,
always
Prabhuji.
encouraging me, Masadi. Thank you very much.
Prabhuji, we can see the conviction that you have, Prabhuji, in the path of Krishna consciousness. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Shiv Kumar Prabhu, now you can unmute and ask your question.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Prams Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for today's class. As always, inspiring, enlightening, and very insightful. Many new stories, Prabhu, that we have not heard before. Very interesting stories. Especially the Kaliya story that you talked about, in terms of how Krishna impresses, that too, dancing against Lord Shiva himself, which is very new, Prabhu. I have not heard that. Very interesting, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Everybody is copying from Krishna only, bro. Krishna started that, impressing girls by dancing and singing. They copied from Krishna only.
You talked about lifting Govardhan Hill also. Like, I mean, I have done that also in my younger age, college pass out or early career age, going to gym, trying to work out the body and all that too. So that's very nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much. So, Prabhu, just one or two questions, Prabhu, that I wanted to kind of understand. I actually made a note of these questions 2 days back when a related topic was discussed. Since you brought that up in terms of relationship and things like that in today's class, I'm trying to understand, Prabhu. I just pasted the purport in the chat box. There are these 12 varieties of rasas that are listed in Bhagavatam 113. And Prabhupada says the sum total of all these rasas is called affection or love. So can you just a little bit talk about this, Prabhu? Because correct me, Prabhu, my understanding, the love is the emotion of the soul, and it gets manifested in terms of these varieties I understand spiritually also these emotions can be expressed, but I am talking about the difference between these rasas expressed in the material realm, material domain, versus the love in the spiritual world, Prabhu. In that sense, I'm trying to understand.
Here, Prabhu, these emotions, they are based on the impressions we get. So this is all completely based on, say now I want to, I saw a friendship in the movie. So now I got that impression. I will try to imitate here. Oh, I will also get something nice here in this world. I should also have a friend. Then I see some girl and boy, I think, oh, maybe I should also have a girlfriend. So here the emotions here which are practiced, they are all based on the impressions and sanskaras we have. So once they all get cleaned, our chitta becomes completely clean. And when we develop that emotions after associating with somebody who has that emotion by practicing under a ragatmika bhakti, then we get the original emotions. So presently emotions are the not based on the original, the spiritual emotions. They're all based on the impressions we have. Say, I'll give, if a wife and husband, they have very bad relationships. Next life they are born again, they will say, I don't want to get married only. So it is not because of they will be completely Raudra Rasa or Bhivatsa Rasa or some other rasas they are in. Why that rasa is because of the impressions which they had in the previous life. So you see in the house there is so much Bhivatsa or Virya or whatever rasas are happening. So here nearby where we stay, every night there will be Bhibat Sarasa. So much noise and fight happens in the house. So one day they so much noise of the vessels come, they smash each other. So all these things is because of the impressions they have. So here all the same emotions only because it is imitation of spiritual world, but because of the impressions, not because of the original qualities of the soul. That's the difference.
Okay. So, Prabhu, I'm just trying to understand.
Like say if a laptop now we have programming. Now whatever the functions you are seeing in the laptop is based on the programmings. So now whatever I am behaving is all the programming of the impressions. That's all. So you change it, I'll change. So you change the programming of your laptop, it start functioning differently. But it's not the same thing with our subtle body is like a computer programming. But we have to delete all the programming, take the soul, take to spiritual world and give its original thing.
Okay. So, Prabhu, just one follow-up question, Prabhu. Generally, we see that the mother's love for the child is the closest one that we give as an example to relate it to the love in the spiritual world. So, in that context, Prabhu, even the mother's affection for the child, does that not have any element of purity in it by itself, devoid of spiritual practice or this exposure of our spiritual identity and all that? Does that mean it has no element of purity in it?
What happens, bro? Purity is there when girl and boy first time meet each other, na? They also get a glimpse of spiritual love. See, wherever there is selflessness in it, na, there is a glimpse of spiritual love. So when mother loves the child, in initial days, she's completely selfless because the child don't give anything. Everything mother only gives and selflessly gives. Child loves mother, but he also wants something from the milk and affection, attention. But when it comes to mother, she is just giving everything to the child. So that's why it is pure. But when the child grows, mother starts expecting my child should become a sports player or film actor or whatever. And whatever she is expecting. So the expectation comes in mother also. But initially when the child is very small, there is zero expectation. She completely gives that love. So she also is very blissful and she experiences great bliss in that. And same thing when a boy and girl meet also, initially the attachment is very strong and they experience also something very high because there is selflessness in it for some time, maybe 3 minutes, 3 seconds or 3 months, whatever time like that. So there is actually whenever even now why great like we have acharyas and great Vaishnavas, they also experience that love, they are able to give it because their love is selfless. So Prabhupada's love was selfless. You don't expect anything from other person. You are just giving. No matter whatever, I am giving only. So that is where the love of spiritual world we can experience. So when Prabhupada met somebody, showed some love, they could experience that this person is completely selfless. So they immediately felt that love and then it touched their heart.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. This is profound answer. So the selflessness is the crux there.
Key.
That
So
kind of
what happens is when Krishna told that there is lust in senses, mind and intelligence. So the lust in the intelligence is the cause of expectations, where it spoils the love which we are experiencing. When the boy and girl come together, they initially they have selflessness, but immediately the lust in the intelligence, it contaminates. They start expecting from each other and then everything is lost. Like,
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. This is a profound
Right.
answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. We have Bala Prabhu. Go ahead, Bala Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Prabhuji, excellent class. And the Drudavrata towards God, unalloyed devotional service, avibhichara and bhakti. So you said the point that to the extent you associate with the person who has that ragatmika bhakti, person would be our guru, right? Guru Maharaj. And also the science also says if you associate with somebody who is in a higher platform, you have a mirror neurons where you would also catch their mood, similar to what we were talking about. If Guru Maharaj is not close to you, how does that happen then?
It is
a
not
distance.
physical proximity, Prabhu. It is actually how you are hearing from him and trying to understand his teachings. So that is actually matter. So you are meditating on his instructions and then their guidance comes through Lord from the heart. And it is not physical proximity. Like Prabhupada was there for few years. But after that, his disciples, they became very advanced. They are very, very advanced, some of them. So how it happened is because they were feeling the connection within their heart by meditating on his instructions.
Yeah, that's a great point. Similar to what Prabhupada also sent a letter to his Guru Maharaj, and that reply he took it to heart. And after, yeah, that's a great point you mentioned. Yeah. So then there's also another mood where when you see Guru Maharaj for instructions, ask how you would have developed more love for Krishna. That's what we're talking about, Ragatmika Bhakti. But the instructions are by seeing or imitating. Next is if you pray for Krishna, sincere prayers, would it be a prayer to ask Krishna to provide opportunity to serve my Guru? Is that a right way to pray?
Yeah, we actually, that is the best way to make maximum progress is assist Guru. And Prabhupada did same thing. He wanted to follow serve his Guru. That's why he came to West. And all the disciples of Prabhupada, they served Prabhupada, they made the progress. So our progress is proportionate to how much we are eager to serve our spiritual master. So we have to pray to Krishna, let me assist Prabhupada and do some preaching or whatever. We all want to assist Prabhupada. By pleasing Prabhupada or assisting Prabhupada, we will please Krishna, and that is a shortcut. Direct pleasing Krishna is very tough.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you very much, Prabhu. I appreciate you clarifying. It's always, every time I hear your class, more progress I see in my journey, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Greatly
Thank you for
indebted
your
to you.
kind words, Prabhupada.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
Prabhuji, is there any more questions or realizations for Prabhuji before we end the call? I see chat box. I just want to see what is there in that. Okay. Yes, Sindhu Rao Mataji is saying, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for a wonderful session. Very, very motivating class. It did not feel like renunciation class, but more attachment to Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Please continue give your association in future. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sindhu Rao Mataji. Hare Krishna. Is there anybody who would like to share anything before we end the call? Okay. If nobody want to share, I see Shamagauri Mataji on video.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very wonderful class. And you always give the examples like movies and how they show and how they learn from Krishna only, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Wonderful. How Krishna, like, in the movie they show and they try to show that how great the hero is. But Krishna is already means great. You don't have to show anything. That's what they learn from Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So Prabhu, there is one question, last minute question. Pitru Paksha, can you explain how to observe? Is this time of Pitru Paksha?
For us, Prabhupada did not tell much about it. We are not so much into all these things. We just chant Hare Krishna, do our bhakti. Krishna will take care of remaining things. No need to so much
Yeah.
worry
But
about all
our
these things.
ISKCON temples, some ISKCON temples are offering some special pujas and
That
donations. They
is
are
for
requesting
new
it.
people who are interested in all these karma related things. See, two things very important we have to understand. We should not get carried away by karma and jnana related things. Karma related things are, if I do something, I'll get benefited. If I do something, I'll be free from sin. If I do something, my ancestors will get benefited. Anything for my personal benefit is all karma. If this activity pleases Krishna, then only do it. Only for Krishna's mercy, Krishna's pleasure, Krishna should be happy. Nothing for me in it. If you are doing Pitru Paksha only to make Krishna happy, now what is there for Krishna to be happy in Pitru Paksha? It is not for, it's only for somebody who's interested in karma. And jnana is anything I do, I should be free from my suffering, I should be free from my pain, anything I am doing for myself, it is not bhakti. So we should be very, very far from all these effects. We should only know that I always want to do any activity, it should only please Krishna. Anything for me, that is all karma and jnana. Bhakti is beyond these things. So we should be very, very careful that we want to attract new people. That's why we have to do all this Narsimha Yajna, Bhagavad Yajna, Gita Yajna, Pitru Paksha, this, that. But for devotees, we have to very focused. I only want Krishna. Somehow I should please Krishna and I should focus everything onto Krishna and he will take care. And he is ready and he also wants the same thing. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam braja. So that is our formula. Hare Krishna. So that is my understanding. Anya Vilashita Shunyam. So Jnana Karma Dana Vratam. That is.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very grateful to you once again for such a beautiful class. I would like to offer my obeisances to you and all the Vaishnavas assembled on the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhu bhyeva patidanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrind ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhuji ki jai.
Radhe Radhe.
Thank you,
Thank you so much,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, once again.
Class.
Prabhuji Nityananda.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Thank you everyone for joining this morning for Srimad Bhagavatam class. We'll meet again tomorrow. Hari Bol.